Hi guys, Anton here from Adventure Africa, and today we are at this quarry and we've got the brand new Land Cruiser 300 here. Now this new Land Cruiser 300 has just been released here in South Africa, and I have to say, what a beaut. So with us we've got the Land Cruiser GRS. This is the 3.3 diesel, it's a twin turbo V6. It pushes out 225 kilowatts and 700 Newton meters of torque. It is also available in a 3.5 V6 petrol, which gives out 305 kilowatts and 650 Newton meters of torque. But first, let's have a look inside. So in the rear, we've got a new tailgate. Unfortunately, gone is the split tailgate, and it is powered. The one thing that I do like about it, it is fairly quick. So the new Land Cruiser 300 again is a 7-seater, but as you can see with the seat up, there's not a lot of packing space. I mean, Mom probably will be able to get in a couple of grocery bags, but that's about it. We still have our power voltage plug here, and it is electrically adjustable, the seats. But let's have a look about space. Access is from the front. But it doesn't give you a lot of legroom. On both sides, there are plugs for the kids to charge their phones. There's a cup holder on each side, and you can still adjust the seats from the back, from the front.
Getting into the rear of the 300, you will find ample space. There is sufficient headroom, and even for a tall oak there is enough legroom. You are able to adjust the rear climate from the center console. Rear seat warmers and cooling are also included. There are 2 charging points for the kids in the form of USB-C and an automotive power socket. Each seat has a back pocket, and there are cup holders in the door as well as the center armrest when unfolded. ISOFIX points are also present.
Here in the front, in the new 300, is where there is a lot of change.
Present now is a 12.3-inch display with Toyota multi-operations touch. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay is also present, but wireless connect for these apps are not available. A 14-speaker JBL system is standard on the ZX and GRS. Seats can be heated and cooled from the center console or the digital screen. There is a center fridge that can be opened from the driver or passenger side. On the steering wheel, you have access to the vehicle info via the instrument cluster as well as driver assistant functions.
The vehicle is 4,995 millimeters long, 1,990 millimeters wide, and 1,945 millimeters high. There are 2 fuel tanks, a primary fuel tank with 80 liters capacity and a secondary fuel tank with 30 liters capacity. The vehicle is rated for towing, and the unbraked is 750 kilograms and braked is 3,500 kilograms. The vehicle boasts some decent performance with a top speed of 210 kilometers per hour and a claimed fuel consumption of 8.9 liters per 100 kilometers. The Land Cruiser 300 GRS sports the new eKDDS system. Unlike the conventional mechanical KDDS, the eKDDS is an independent front and rear electronic control system. The system locks or releases the front and rear anti-roll bars independently, giving the vehicle added flexibility of movement. It is off-road where the Land Cruiser 300 GRS really starts to shine. The vehicle is fitted with a multitude of driver aids for going off-road. Standard on this is the multi-terrain select, crawl control, center diff lock, rear diff lock, and now also standard a front diff lock for when the tough really gets going. The 12.3-inch screen also assists when going off-road and boasts with multi-terrain monitor with panoramic view that enables you to see what is right in front of you and underneath you. All-wheel drive integrated management system combines the vehicle's key dynamic modules to deliver enhanced performance across all terrains. The electric power steering, VSC, brake control, as well as engine and transmission logic are all tailored to suit conditions via the multi-terrain select. Crawl control is now quiet and offers the driver a sense of control when going down or uphill or uneven terrain. The MTS system allows the driver to select different terrain modes. This includes deep snow, mud, dirt and sand to optimize vehicle performance and maximize traction. In low range mode, rock, mud and sand are available alongside the new auto mode, which allows the vehicle camera system and terrain logic to help predict the preferred driving mode based on inputs from various sensors. The flagship SUV features Toyota's new global architecture platform, and in the 300's case the TNGA-F, indicating the first ladder frame execution of the design, keeping to its off-road ethos. The GRS and ZX models comes with class-leading safety features through Toyota Safety Sense. This includes lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, nighttime pedestrian detection, cyclist detection, and rear traffic avoidance. This is not just a small upgrade from the previous generation 200, but a leap forward for the brand. The new Land Cruiser was redesigned from the bottom up. The frame and body is more rigid and lighter. The weight distribution is optimized by the engine sitting lower and further back than before. There is a complete reform of the steering system and suspension structure. The chassis is stronger, only where needed to reduce weight. This was achieved by expanding the use of high tensile steel and new welding techniques. The same approach was followed on the body and frame, giving the 300 about 120% more torsional rigidity.
So the Land Cruiser 300, I really like it. It's good. There's a lot of new tech in it. You've got your new EKDDS system that's in the GRS model. Unfortunately, your ZX and your GXR doesn't come with it, but this is your 4x4 model. The layout here in the front is good. I mean, it's very ergodynamic. There's nothing funny. Everything is plain and simple. It's intuitive. It's functional. You've got buttons. There's no hidden screens to get into your 4x4 mode. There's a little switch here that I just have to get the vehicle in neutral, pull it to 4 low, and I'm in 4 low. There's a button here for your center diff lock. There's buttons here for your front diff lock, your rear diff lock. Again, it's simple. There's no funny business. And that makes it lekker to drive. As I said, it's not silly. It doesn't want to do something strange. It is a 4x4, so let's build a 4x4. And I think Toyota got it spot on. This 3.3 twin turbo V6 gave us just over 9 liters per 100 k's, which I think is exceptional. I mean, it's a big vehicle, this. I mean, it does weigh 2.6 tons. It's still 200 kgs less than the previous 200. And that is all thanks to a better design of the chassis. The use of aluminium on the bonnet, the side fenders, the doors. It makes this vehicle lighter. The vehicle's center of gravity was improved. It's now a little bit further back and lowered down, and that's all due to the fact that they moved the engine a little bit back and a little bit down. The 10-speed gearbox is phenomenal. I mean, there wasn't once where I thought, oh goodness, I need to be in manual now to use this vehicle in 4x4 or to overtake a vehicle. The vehicle drives well. Your EKDA system is there for when you drive off-road. It unlocks, which gives you more travel on your wheels, apparently up to 30 millimeters more travel. When you're driving on tar, it locks, so it stiffens up the suspension, and it gives you better handling when cornering and all that things driving on tar. It is really a good vehicle. Yes, it doesn't look as fancy as some of the other models, but it's practical. It works. It's simple, but it's refined. So, the last question. It's over 1.8 million rand. And a lot of my friends ask me, listen, would you take this into the bush? And I have to say the answer is yes. This is what it was built for. Yeah, but it's 1.8 million. Who cares? It is a Land Cruiser bloody GRS. This is the new master of Africa. And I love it. And I'm hoping to take it to the bush pretty soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers.